All right, video 3, spent 3 coins to boost, so let's boost. I am going to pick up Waluigi, place him at the end of the template, pick up the boost template, and I am going to remember to move all of the things that go with them. Now it is Gear 5, and only one cart is in Gear 5, and that is Bowser. So Bowser is going to activate Gear 5. So he wants to take out Waluigi, so he's going to do a gentle. A gentle in Gear 5 is going to gain him a hazard, so he's going to be hazardy. He probably should have done something more than a gentle, but he did a gentle. Here's his hazard. He is going to roll dice. There's 5 dice for being a middleweight cart. Let's roll them over here. A slide is not awesome, so I'm going to take a hazard. Here's a hazard for the template. Here's another hazard to re-roll these 3 dice. And the slide is not awesome, so he's going to cancel the slide with this shift result here. He is actually going to shift down to 4. So he has more maneuverability in the next round. So he's going to shift down to 4 and cancel 1 hazard. So shifting down, canceling the hazard, and then canceling another hazard. So he'll be at 4 with 1 hazard. 4 with 1 hazard. If I can find a 4 on the die, it'll help. 4 with 1 hazard. He's going to move to the end of the template. And that's where he's going to start his next activation. He's going to bring his armor with him. And he's actually... yeah, he's going to hold on to it. I was thinking about doing a launch or something, but we don't want to have it hit us later. So he's going to hold on to that right now. So now the gear phase is over. We're both in Gear 4. And we're going to switch pole position to Waluigi. And Waluigi is going to go first because there's no Gear 6 because nobody's in 6. So we're going to go to Gear 1 and Waluigi is going to start Gear 1. And he's in Gear 4, which is not great for what he wants to do. So he is going to spend 3 coins to do tricky driving, to act like he's in Gear 3 instead. And he is going to do... should I do a hard or a hairpin? What do you think? Hard or hairpin? Let's do a hard turn. He's acting like he's in Gear 3. He's going to get a hazard for that. He's going to do a hard turn. This away. Hairpin might have been better. But it was a command decision. He is going to move. He's going to roll 6 dice because he is a lightweight cart. Slide will put him into the wall. Spin is good, so I'm going to keep that spin. I'm going to take a hazard to re-roll these slides. And ended up with this hazard here. So I'm going to gain a hazard for that. So I'm at 3. I'm staying at Gear 4, so I'm going to use these 4 shifts to lose. So I'm going to use one of the shifts to gain a coin. I'm going to use these 3 shifts to get rid of these 3 hazards, and then I'm going to gain a hazard for the spin at the end, so I'll just leave this hazard on there. So I still got a butt ton of coins. So he's going to move to the end of this template, which looks like he's going to pick up that coin, which he does. So I'm going to put that coin on his template, and then he's going to spin. There's the coin. Then he's going to spin to face just about perfectly straight back. That way it's up to 90 degrees, right like that. He keeps his armor. Actually, he is going to... armor's not going to really help him, and he's going to get another item here, so he's just going to drop his banana. He's just going to drop it. I'll move that coin out of the way for a second as I bang everything around. This coin's going to go back where it was, or about where it was, and he's going to put this banana, let's say there, right at the center. He can do it anywhere along the edge, but center's good enough. Then he's going to boost, which is 3 coins. Doink, doink, doink. Small template. I got to keep track of my templates. I got to make sure to take my armor with me, or my balloons, because that's the easy thing to keep track of. Maybe I keep them on here till I get another item. Haha, balloons. So he's going to do a short and gain another item. Put the short back. Here is the item. He's used his banana, so banana's gone. It's on the table over there. He is going to gain a triple red shell. He is going to immediately spend 1 coin to deploy that triple red shell. I gotta go to the box. Red shells are still good. They basically count as green shells in this scenario, but triple red shells means spinning armor, which is excellent. I'm actually going to put the balloons. Let me see if I can fit the balloons on the front of this cart. Not really. Put them back where they were for now. Okay. Now he's got spinning red armor. That's pretty good. So, stop this gentle behind him. Don't need that. So in Bowser, what shall Bowser do? Bowser is going to, he is in gear 4, so he is going to do a regular turn. Regular turn in gear 4 will gain him a hazard, so it'll be up to 2. He is going to turn, which is just missing. Just missing that temple. So he does not want to slide, he'll slide right into it. So he's going to roll his, gain the hazard for the turn, got that. He's going to roll 5 dice, because he's a middleweight. Ooh, that's pretty bad. He's going to spend, or gain a hazard to re-roll this. Crap. And roll again. So he's got slides and spins. He does not want to slide, but the spin's okay. So he's going to spend, doesn't want the slide to win, is cancel the slide with that. He is going to keep the spin and cancel 2 hazards. So 2 hazards go away, but 1 is going to come back. 2 hazards went away, and 1 comes back for the spin. So he's at 2 hazards, which isn't terrible. So he is going to go to the end of this template. And then he is going to spin up to 90 degrees. So he's going to spin like that. Up to 90. Let's say he's like that. But now he is going to multi-drop his his bananas. So I'm going to find the short again, wherever I put it. Put it behind his cart. He's going to put 1 banana directly in the center of it. 1 banana, a short away. Over here. Banana. Right in the way. And I just hit that one. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this well, because I'm one-handed. This is not awesome. So 1 run in the center, 1 is short that way, and 1 is short this way, but it can't go that far because there's a solid object in between. So there's basically going to be 2 side by side there. Hoping that it will ruin Waluigi's day. So now he doesn't have enough to boost or anything like that, so he is done. We are now in gear 2. Waluigi is first, and he says, ah, crap, banana. But his red shells will protect him from that banana, because D3 can only get a 3, and it'll be equal or less than the amount of red shells. I know I'm screwing this up. It's hard to think. So I think that Waluigi's going to try to turn and shoot those red shells right in the back of Bowser. Let's see, what would do that? I think hairpin might be too much. So he doesn't have 3 coins. He only has 2 coins, so he cannot act like he is in gear 3. So I think a turn is as strong as he can go. So he's going to turn. That was not the best plan. So he's going to turn. In gear 4, turn gains him a hazard, so he's up to 2. So he's hoping for a spin. Will he hit this banana? He is going to hit that banana. Will he hit 2 bananas? I don't know. But he's going to stop when he hits that banana. But the armor will protect him. So he's going to go. So if he gets a slide, the slide is before the banana, so a slide can save him. Let's see. 6 dice. No slide, but the spin's nice. But he's going to stop, so that's not super useful. So I'm going to gain a hazard to re-roll this crap. And the slide and the spin. Okay, let's be interesting. I'm going to keep the slide and the spin. And I'm going to cancel 3 hazards and gain a coin. Cancel 3 hazards. So these are going to go away. Gain a coin. Now, I'm going to gain a hazard, 2 hazards, for the slide and the spin. The slide happened before the banana. This is hard to do with one hand. So the slide has happened before the banana. So I'm going to gain this coin before the banana. So I'm just going to rest that there for a second. Slide puts me out here, which may or may not be the edge of the board. We will find out in 1 second. Slide puts me here. That's the edge of the board. That's a solid object. I stop at the board edge. Didn't hit the banana though. I'm going to take the die. I'm going to be facing the way I am or the other way. I'm facing the other way. So that was that. Keep my balloons. Keep my red shell. So that wasn't exactly what I would have liked to turn and hit Bowser in the rear, but that didn't work out that time. So it is Bowser's activation. Bowser is going to... He's going to do another gentle. Bowser's going to gentle. This way, gentle in 4 gives you nothing. Gentle in 4, nothing. He's going to gentle this way, gain himself an item, and have a nice day. I put all the dice over here, so I might as well roll them over here. He is rolling terrible today. Here's a hazard. He's up to 3 to re-roll all of that garbage. Okay, not very good. Okay, the spin's okay. Oh, she's gonna... Out of these things, I don't want to use. I don't have any coins to use to cancel shift results. So I am going to keep the spin and keep the. I'm going to keep the spin. I'm going to cancel that shift to cancel that slide. Use that shift to cancel that hazard. He's going to gain a spin, which is going to gain him 1 hazard, but he's going to spin at the end. He is up to 4, which is not awesome. As he passes this line, he's going to gain an item. He used these bananas, so they're gone. His item shall be a banana. He's going to move to the end of this template. And I have to see. I'm going to get around here and see if he hit this thing. He's very close. Let's see, hit it. Boom, he hit it. Yep. Not the greatest thing ever. He's going to keep his balloons, roll the directional die. He's facing that way at the point of impact. Not going to plan for Mr. Bowser. He can put his balloons in front. I don't want them in front. I'll put them in the rear. So Bowser is facing that way. Point of impact. Not the greatest thing ever. Okay, so Waluigi, gear 3. He has 2 hazards. He is going to choose. He's going to choose a turn. Where is the turn? It's got to be somewhere. Here's a turn. He's going to turn there. Gaining a hazard for using a turn in gear 4. He's going to roll his 6 shift dice and just roll them in here. He's going to gain 1 hazard to re-roll the stuff he doesn't want. Not the greatest thing ever. So he is going to cancel the hazard, cancel the spin. Both of these to cancel 2 hazards. So he's at 2 hazards. He's going to go to the end of the template. He's going to keep his red shells. Even though red shells aren't the greatest in a battle scenario, they're still good armor. So, Bowser, gear 3. He is in gear 4, so he gets to activate. He wants to... What does he want to do? I think he's going to run. He's going to do a medium forward. Medium is here. He's going to touch that coin, so this coin's going to go on top of the template. A medium in 4th gear gains a shift result, so he's got 5 dice and a free shift. I'm going to move this die out of the way. Okay, still not rolling the greatest. The spin is actually halfway decent in this scenario, so he's going to keep the spin. gain a hazard. He's up to 5, which is not good to re-roll both of these. Not good. Okay, so the shift result, he's going to use that to, from the template, get rid of this hazard. He's going to use both of these shifts to get rid of those 2 spins. He's going to keep that spin, which puts him at 5 hazards. Not good. So he's going to go to the end of this template, and then he's going to spin like that. How about like that? He's going to gain this coin. He cannot use that coin now to... actually, he's going to go a little bit more forward, or straight, and he's going to spend that coin to deploy his banana as armor. I'm going to grab another banana from the bucket. He's going to deploy it as rear armor. Just in case, he's going to remember to bring his balloons with him. And I think in this scenario, I'm just going to play till 1 balloon because this is taking too long. So I'm taking 1 balloon off of both carts, because doing it in a video takes long. So it is gear 4. Waluigi is behind Bowser. I think a gentle would be a nice thing. We find a gentle. Gentle in 4 gives you nothing. But a gentle and a spin might be a nice shot. So he is going to roll dice. He is at 2 hazards. He has 6 dice. Not great. He's going to gain a hazard, which this is called push it. It's a basic Gaslands rule. I'm going to re-roll everything but that. Keep that shift, re-roll the rest. That is not good. Not good at all. Glad he's got a bunch of coins. So I'll keep the spin in these 2 shifts. I'm going to spend both of these shifts to cancel a slide, and I'm going to use these 2 shifts to cancel these 2 slides. I'm going to use a coin to cancel that slide. Coin as a shift result. It's in the spending coins chapter. Now I have a spin, which is going to gain me a hazard. So I'm back up to 4. But I'm going to move to the end of this template and then spin. So I'm not quite touching that coin right now, but after I spin, I may. So I'm going to try to line myself up as best I can with Bowser. And if I can hit him, that'll be the end of this little scenario. Normally I would play to 3 balloons, but I only have so much time in my life and I got shit to do. So he's going to line himself up best he can. He's got an up to 90-degree turn. That looks like it's pretty good. Then he's going to bring his items with him. And his 1 balloon, even though we should play to 2 or 3. Then he is going to multi-attack with triple red shells, which would be able to do a homing attack in a regular game, but in this game it doesn't. So when you do a multi-attack or a regular attack with a shell, you put a template in front of the car, and it keeps going straight or forward until it hits either an obstacle, a solid object, or another item. So straightforward shot is going to nail Bowser. So Bowser's armor would stop the first shell. If Waluigi was only firing 1 shell, and you can fire it anywhere along here, all the way to the edge there. Rear's the same way. Across the back, I'm trying to line this up. Across the back, all the way to this edge, all the way to that edge. As long as it's touching the corner. So, if he was only firing 1 red shell, that armor would protect him because he's mostly in the rear. It's a judgment call. And then he would keep going. But this is a triple shell, so it's a multi-attack. So he's firing all his shells down that template, straight down. The first one's going to take away his banana armor. Second 2 are going to hit him. And the most you can ever do, it'll be officially D3 hazards, which he already has 5. So this is what will happen. So these 2 red shells hit him, do a maximum of D3. The first thing's going to happen, D3. He's going to take 1, which brings him to 6. So he is going to wipe out no matter what. Then his balloon's going to get popped. If he had more balloons, he would stay in the game. Let's finish what happens when you wipe out. You were set down to gear 1, which he was going to attempt to go to gear 5 and have an extra activation. He goes down to gear 1. He faces a random direction, which is going to be straight back this way. Interesting. If the scenario didn't end, then he would just be there, and since he had a balloon pop that wasn't on his activation, he wouldn't be able to get any more popped balloons or take any more hazards until his next activation. So you can't just pile on people that get hurt. But that is basically a sudden death battle mode. I only played to one balloon because it was taking too long and I got stuff to do. So if you have any questions or whatever, let me know. I'm pretty sure I got most of the rules right. I might have had a couple mistakes, but that's what happens when you play with a phone in your hand and playing solo. So that was a nice little adventure. You can set up this map any way you like. I did it like this to keep it kind of small. You can have the different levels if you want. You can just have, if somebody falls off something, that they just take D3 hazards, something like that. You can kind of do with what you wish. But that's a regular battle mode. And of course, Waluigi won. Why would you think otherwise? I hope you have a wonderful day.